What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on BABA stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news that might drive the price of this company. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. And before we get into all of that, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Moomoo valued up to $7,000, please check out that link in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for an account and deposit as little as $1. This is guaranteed free money. Full details you can see on the screen right now. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point and I've told you that we were approaching to the golden pocket pattern and it is the most probable range of trend reversal, and this range is nothing else than the 0.618 and 0.65 Fibonacci retracement levels if I pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from swing low to swing high, because with this structure we completed all 5 waves inside this movement, and 5 waves on a smaller scale is 1 wave on a greater scale. This means we have this structure as a completed structure, and this means we can project these levels. And I've told you that if you want to invest in this asset, you have to do your own due diligence and accumulate on every daily red candle. But if you want to swing trade this asset, you have to ladder your buys down on the golden pocket pattern, and then you should put your stop loss slightly below the lowest point at roughly $90 price point. And when we broke it, definitely you hit your stop loss order, but you lost not more than 1 to 2%, and this stop loss order protect your capital for bigger losses, for about 5% of losses. And for now we are approaching the next Fibonacci retracement level of 0.786, and I have to say that this movement to the downside is quite massive, and because of this movement without major retracements we have to retrace this movement from at least from this top to this bottom. And in my technical analysis I will show you what should we expect next, but for now let's continue with the fundamental news and let me show you why we have this massive movement to the downside. First of all, let me show you this article that was published on April 21st on Yahoo Finance, and it's titled JD Alibaba Stock Exodus from New York Intensifies. And let me quote you this: Alibaba Group Holding increased its Hong Kong listed shares from 53% all the way up to 56% from the beginning of this year. Most of this year's conversions at Alibaba and JD.com took place this month, even as China modified a decade-old rule that potentially removed a key hurdle from US regulators to gain full access to auditing reports. This means the US delisting risk remains a concern. And let me quote you this: we are buying incrementally through the Hong Kong shares instead of US shares, said Louis Lowe, fund manager at Brands Investment Partners, who said Beijing's efforts lowered the possibility of delisting, but the odds still stand at 50%. The attention is now shifting onto implementation. How will China grant US audit access, and to what companies? And I will put the link on this article in the description below. You can read it by yourself, and right here you can read why we have these delisting fears and what was the latest efforts from CSRC and from SEC to solve this problem of potential delisting of Chinese companies. And that is why these fears are still on the table, and this means we have this movement to the downside. On top of that, let me show you another article that was published on April the 20th, and it says Alibaba near-term headwinds won't derail long-term growth, says analyst. And let me quote you this: according to Deutsche Bank analyst Leo Chang, given the latest domestic Omicron outbreak and international geopolitical uncertainties, investors should expect more near-term pressures for BABA across its various business lines. The analyst says the escalating lockdown measures and international developments have hit the company hard on several fronts. And first of all, it is e-commerce due to logistical disruption. Second one, other retail and local services on muted offline activities. And third one, cloud because of on-site project delays. Chang explained, on international, the recent geopolitical tensions have further dragged on the growth trajectory amid the ongoing impact of the EU's removal from the VAT exemption and the currency depreciation in certain markets, for example, Turkey. That said, there are some positives to note. During the lockdown period, the FMCG and on-demand local services such as Hema and Eli.me increased the new user count and deepened user engagement, particularly in major hubs like Shanghai and Shenzhen. Going forward, Chang sees structural opportunities post-pandemic for these businesses. All in all, Chang wraps up on a hopeful note. Despite the near-term challenges, we remain confident in the ample potential and solid fundamentals of its new businesses, such as cloud and international commerce, to support long-term growth. To this end, Deutsche Bank analyst rates BABA a buy along with the $172 price target. This target brings the upside potential to an 84%. And for now, because BABA is still moving south, the upside potential is more than 100% to $172 price point. And I have to say that according to TipRanks, you can see this screenshot from TipRanks, 17 analysts made the analysis of BABA, and 16 of these ratings suggest to buy, 0 to hold, and only 1 to sell. And definitely it is a very good forecast. And on top of that, let me show you right here the institutional ownership of this company. And interesting detail right here on this chart, we have huge spike in institutional ownership, but in my opinion, definitely it is some kind of mistake and misrepresentation of data. And we have to keep an eye on the price action itself. And as you can see, for now, we have a lot of bearish pressure. A lot of companies decrease its position or even completely closed its position. But some companies cautiously buy shares of Alibaba, and definitely it is only the beginning of this movement. Let me show you that right here. From the middle of March, we didn't have 45 days left. We have only 37 days left from this range, and this means this huge volume, this huge buying volume didn't appear on this list. And this means in a matter of just 1 week, we will see huge green pressure on this list, and that's why it might be some kind of signal for retail investors to enter their position with BABA. And probably from this range we might see spike in price. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, on a bigger picture, if I switch to monthly time frame, let me show you this chart and let me clean it a little bit. As you can see, we have a very bullish candle on March, but for now we have this bearish candle, and this candle still has 7 days to form, and it doesn't have enough volume to compensate this huge movement to the upside. As you can see, the monthly volume for this candle is the highest one for the entire history of this asset, and definitely we might have some kind of movement to the upside right after we'll see higher lows on this scale. And let me show you in details this movement. So right here we have movement to the downside without major bounces, and we are approaching the next level of support. And definitely from the bigger picture, the main range of support is this swing low at $73.2, but from this range of $83.99 we also might have at least a bounce. And if it happens on a retracement on a smaller scale, you can accumulate your position as a swing trader, but you have to put your stop loss slightly below previous bottom or slightly below the 0.786 region. And if you want to invest in this asset, just do your own due diligence and accumulate on every daily red candle. And the only potential red flag for you might be the breakout below this previous swing low. And definitely from the fundamental standpoint, this company is still very attractive, but it is experiencing a lot of bearish pressure from other factors on the market. So I think from the technical standpoint, that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad.